Hello and welcome to Mondays with Marian. I'm Marian and this is video 4 of my forgiveness series. So I've done several series before. I've done a video on mindfulness, a series on that, a 5-video series, and 4-part self-love video series. And I have tons of other videos if you're new to my channel or just have watched a few about meditation, mindfulness, conscious living, spirituality, personal growth, all of that. So feel free to check out all those videos and book recommendations because I'm a book nerd and I love books. So let me just dive right into the 4th and most important part about forgiveness. So if you're just hopped into this video, make sure to watch the first 3 because those are so important. The first video, forgiveness, is about forgiving yourself, forgiving others, dropping the weight, cutting the cord, and moving on. And the final part about forgiveness, ready for it, is opening your heart. Or even better, if you're new to this practice, not even closing it. Because oftentimes when people have wronged us, or we believe people have wronged us, whether it's through abuse or death or through something cheating on you or harming people that you love, all of that, you end up putting this wall around your heart of not trusting people or feeling that or thinking that everyone's like that and everyone's going to hurt you, everyone's going to hurt your loved ones, and really closing up your heart. But what happens when you close your heart, you may not feel anymore, but you also don't enter love. You don't let love in. And love is the most healing, most important part of this whole thing. Love is the ultimate answer. And if you close your heart, you don't let love in. So it's about opening your heart and not even closing it. Whatever part of the process you're in, if it's someone that you had to forgive years ago or someone just recently, don't close your heart. Don't think that everyone is going to hurt you. Practice discernment. Of course, practice discernment. This is where your intuition comes in, because you will feel when there are people that are out to hurt you or there are people that have wrong or negative intentions. So it's not about just blindly trusting everyone. Trust your intuition and practice discernment, but don't close your heart. Don't close your heart to the possibilities of love again, of connection again, of all of that, because that is the most healing. And that is the final but most important step, because love will truly heal all things, and it is the answer. So for example, I'll give myself as an example to really complete this forgiveness series. I grew up being sexually abused by my father. And it was something that I held a lot of shame, guilt, anger, resentment in for years, for many years. So when I had to go through this process of forgiveness, I had to forgive myself first. That was the number one thing. I had to forgive myself that it was not my fault, that I had nothing to do with it. There's nothing that I could do to change. I was just a child. I was innocent. I had to let go of that. And I have to forgive myself for all the times after that I hurt myself, that I put myself in situations, in compromising situations where I did not respect myself or my body, where I abused my body, where I did drugs or binged on alcohol because I wanted to numb. I had to forgive myself. That was number 1. And then I had to forgive him, to forgive my mother. I had to forgive everyone that was involved in all that. Because at one point, they were children too, and they were wronged. And this is not me condoning or supporting whatever they did or actions of people, but I had to see them through the eyes of Source, that they are people too, and they're humans, and they make mistakes. And oftentimes most people hurt you without even having those intentions. Or even if they do, you don't know what happened. At one point, they were an innocent baby or child. So I had to really think about my parents and about others who hurt me in that light and forgive them. And then I had to really let go and move on. Instead of repeating that story over and over in my head, it's the most amazing feeling. I don't think about all that trauma, all the flashbacks and the trauma that used to haunt me for years and years. Those flashbacks, I don't have that anymore. And when I do get those memories, because you can't erase memories, they don't invoke those same feelings of hurt and resentment and anger anymore. You know what they invoke? They invoke pride. They invoke strength. They invoke love, because I realized how strong I was to have overcome that. So I've changed the story. I've let go of that anchor and I've soared into amazing new things. And I've healed. And the last part was really, this is where love plays such an important part. Instead of feeling that every man was going to hurt me and other men were going to hurt me, I really opened myself up to love, to knowing that not everyone is like that. And I've opened myself up to so many relationships from men and women, friends, people, business relationships with love that have just been so amazing and in alignment with my mission and my purpose. And that is how I met my boyfriend now, because I have opened my heart. I didn't close it to thinking that, resenting everyone or harboring those feelings that everyone is going to hurt me. You can't control what other people do to you, but you can control how you feel in your reaction. And even if this relationship doesn't work out, because some things aren't forever, whatever it is, I know that as long as love is present and I don't close my heart, love will always come to me. You cannot expect love to come to you when your heart is closed. Just like you can't pray for things and the universe to give you things, but have your hands closed, right? You need to be open to receiving them. So you need to leave your heart open so it is an open channel to giving and receiving. Just like we breathe, we have to inhale and exhale. It's all part of this beautiful dance, of this balance. So you can't expect love into your life if you're not willing, and you can't just give love. You have to be willing to receive it. So the last and most important part is opening your heart. That is it. That is the 4-step processes, the 4 videos. This is the last one of forgiveness. True lasting forgiveness that gives you happiness, peace of mind, love, and all that you are looking for. So let me know in the comments below what you think of the whole series, of this video. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm there very often. And I love you all. Thank you.